You're welcome to our channel. Please remember to subscribe and make sure you share. Give us your like so that many people can view it in the news. Rivers State again. Stakeholders want Fubara to reinstate supporters or risk derailing peace talk with Wike. According to the nation, prominent figures in the Niger Delta have urged suspended Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara to take control of his loyalists, warning that their disruptive behavior could sabotage the fragile reconciliation effort with the camp of FCT Minister Nyesom Wike. The stakeholders pointed to recent street demonstrations and a controversial walkout by pro-Fubara women during an empowerment event in Port Harcourt, where Dr. Teresa Ibas, standing in for First Lady Senator Remi Tinubu, was snubbed. They described the move as poorly judged and potentially damaging to the peace process. Ambassador Kennedy Tonjo West, president of the Movement for the Survival of Asian Ethnic Nationalities in the Niger Delta, called on Fubara to show true leadership by ensuring his followers understand and support the reconciliation path. While commending the governor for meeting with Wike, West stressed that such dialogue could be rendered meaningless if Fubara supporters continue to stoke conflicts. The governor must clearly align his camp with his reconciliation agenda, West said. Any provocative behavior undermines trust and weakens the ongoing efforts to restore stability in the state. Echoing the sentiment, former Labour Party governorship candidate in Bayelsa, Engineer Udengs Eradiri, advised Fubara to cut ties with crisis profiteers and focus on unity. Eradiri, a former Ijaw Youth Council leader, praised the governor for apologizing to his estranged political mentor, Mr. Wike, noting that the move was wise despite earlier criticism. He cautioned Fubara against listening to advisers who benefit from the crisis, advising them of fueling past missteps, accusing them of fueling past missteps, and encouraging constitutional violations. Those claiming to support Fubara while pushing him into conflict are the real enemies of Rivers State, Eradiri said. They thrived in chaos and would rather see reconciliation fail. Eradiri emphasized the importance of following President Bola Tinubu's peace plan, which he claimed could have saved the state from recent political chaos and an attempted impeachment. President Tinubu gave you another chance. Don't waste it. He advised the governor, distance yourself from those intent on sabotaging this delicate process. He also condemned the disruption at the First Lady's event, labeling it a reckless act that could reopen old wounds between Fubara's camp and Wike's allies. Eradiri urged both factions to prioritize unity and forgiveness, particularly calling on Wike's supporters, including suspended lawmakers, to support the peace initiative. Let's not make mistake public outposts for loyalty, he concluded. Every action by Fubara's followers reflects on him. The success of his reconciliation depends on discipline, dialogue, and restraint from all sides. Yes, discipline, dialogue, and restraint. These are key virtues that are expected even from both sides in order for the reconciliation moves and the peace talks to sail through. And of course, we have to give it to Fubara for his own humility to make sure that these particular objectives are in perspective to make sure that River State is restored even under democratic rule, and then there is progress and peace and prosperity with stability in that state. As regards the news today, of course, there is a warning from Eradiri to Fubara because of the action of his SY supporters, whether they act or they don't act. Their attitude and behavior during this peace movement or process will determine the outcome of the reconciliation. If their reactions are positive, yes, it's going to yield a positive result. And if it is negative, of course, it's going to outrightly truncate all Fubara's effort to reconcile and bring about peace. And according to the Nation newspaper today, a prominent Niger Delta, figure has decided to encourage the River State governor to make sure he take control of his loyalists, because many people are, acting based on sentiment, especially the pro-Fubara people, because of the fact that they felt that whether the presidency likes it or not, he must be reinstated. But the truth remains that the constitution is clear, the deed is done. What they need now is how to reverse the process, and it is clear, because it is democracy, violence will not work. Embarrassing the president or his wife won't work, irrespective of whatever means or method or where did you perpetrate or carry it out. In fact, it's going to even add salt into injury. It will frustrate the, you know, peace initiative and process further. That is why Mr. Eradiri is advising our Governor Fubara to make sure that he warns his loyalists, because their disruptive behavior is bound to sabotage the fragile reconciliation effort which the camp of Fubara has made with the camp of Wike. Very, very important, because if they continue to have street demonstrations and they walk out on the First Lady during an empowerment program or event in Port Harcourt, well, to a large extent, of course, they will be the one to bear the brunt eventually, because the president has nothing to lose, as it were. And to a large extent, Mr. Wicket is not losing, as it were, but it's going to affect Fubara. So he should warn his people and make sure that in the process of reconciling too, he should go in with his thinking cap to balance the whole thing, because to a large extent they are going to have their demand the wicked camp, and he must be ready and willing even to meet the demand, just to make sure that peace is restored in the political sector of Rivers State. And not only that, that the rule under their own democratically elected leadership through their mandate is achieved. And that is the situation at hand now. Let's keep our fingers crossed, believing that new situations will filter in, and then you'll be informed as it comes in. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to share and like. Thank you.